Hi guys, it's Morgan, and today I'm going to be talking about Episode 2 of Season 2 of Riverdale, Chapter 15, Nighthawks. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, this video will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching the video now, go watch the episode, and then come back. Or if you don't care about being spoiled, keep watching. So here's my review of Episode 2 of Season 2 of Riverdale, Chapter 15, Nighthawks. The episode starts with Jughead seeing how the shooting affected Pops. Archie is talking to Fred when he gets a call from the sheriff's office, and when he answers the phone, he thinks it's Sheriff Keller, but it isn't. And he tells whoever's on the phone that he's waiting for Sheriff Keller to call him. Hiram tries to spend time with Veronica, but she doesn't want to. And from what we know about Hiram, I don't really blame Veronica for not wanting to spend any time with him. Betty and Veronica decide that they're going to help Pops stay open, and Archie goes to see Sheriff Keller to see how it's going looking for Black Hood, and Sheriff Keller tells him that they're doing all they can. Jughead is with FP to hear from FP's lawyer about how many years FP will be in jail, and Jughead tells Archie that FP is facing 20 years, and that FP's lawyer thinks FP should take the deal. And I just felt really bad for Jughead because since he doesn't live with his mom and sister, FP is the only family Jughead has. Betty tells Jughead that they might be able to kill two birds with one stone and help FP and Pops. Then Betty realizes that Archie hasn't been sleeping in his bed, and she tells Veronica, and when Veronica confronts Archie about it, he tells her he's been guarding the house in case Black Hood comes back, and Veronica tells him that he should talk to the school counselor. Betty and Jughead try and get Mayor McCoy to help them with FP and Pops, but she won't, and Jughead tells her to remember this moment. It's revealed that Reggie deals drugs when Midge asks for Jingle Jangle, and I'm not really sure what that is, and Archie asks Reggie for something that'll keep him awake when he's guarding the house, and Reggie says that he'll give him Jingle Jangle. Jughead talks to one of the serpents and tells him that they should break FP out of jail, and the serpent tells Jughead that there's someone Jughead should meet. Betty, Veronica, and Kevin are trying to think of a way to help Pops when Hiram shows up and asks Veronica to meet him halfway, and she tells him that she wants to, but she can't. And Hiram also offers to help them with Pops, but Veronica tells him that if they need his help, she'll ask him. Betty and Veronica find out that Josie joined the Vixens, and they ask Cheryl if the Vixens can help them with an event they're planning at Pops, but she says no. Principal Weatherby tells a class with Archie in it about Miss Grundy's murder, and after having memories of Miss Grundy, Archie leaves the classroom. And I felt really bad for Archie because I love Archie and Veronica together, but I mean, he cared about Miss Grundy. Even though the relationship wasn't okay because it was a teacher-student relationship, he still cared about her. Hi guys, while I was editing the video, I realized that I guess I accidentally deleted part of it because I'm pretty sure I filmed this. So I'm just going to film it again right now and then continue with the better quality video. Archie tells Fred that he thinks someone is going after the people that he cares about, but Fred says that they don't know what happened to Miss Grundy. And then Archie asks Fred if he wants to know who shot him, but Fred doesn't say anything. Jughead meets with a new lawyer, Penny Peabody, and she tells Jughead that if he can get the victim's family, the Blossoms, to forgive FP in front of a judge, then FP might get a lighter sentence. And she also tells him that he doesn't have to pay her, but since she's doing him a favor, Maybe someday he can do her a favor. Betty and Archie ask Alice to look into Miss Grundy's death, and then Alice tells Betty that Pops is being sold to an anonymous buyer. And Betty calls Veronica, and Veronica asks Hiram if he's the anonymous buyer, and he tells her he isn't. Then Veronica shows Hermione the letter that Hiram wrote to her in season 1, threatening Hermione so Veronica would testify for him. But Hermione tells Veronica that she wrote the letter. Betty and Jughead ask Cheryl and Penelope to forgive FP, but they won't. Alice goes to the morgue to see Miss Grundy's body, and she's told that her death was a crime of passion. Archie is guarding the house when he sees someone who he thinks is Black Hood and attacks him, knocks him down, but it turns out to be Reggie pulling a prank on Archie and also bringing Archie the drugs that he asked for. I understood Archie's reaction when he saw who he thought was Black Hood, but at the same time, it's a good thing that it wasn't Black Hood, because since Black Hood has a gun, Archie probably would have died. Alice tells Archie and Fred that there was no sign of forced entry, and that Miss Grundy was strangled by a cello bow, which was given to her by Archie. She also tells them that the likelihood of the two crimes being connected is very slim, even though we know that it was Black Hood who killed Miss Grundy. Betty and Jughead are at Pop's talking to Pop about how he's selling Pops, and Betty tells him not to sign the contract yet, and she tells Jughead and Pop to not give up. Then Betty goes to see Cheryl, and she tells Cheryl to help FP, or else she'll release the video of Clifford shooting Jason. And she also tells Cheryl that she needs the Vixens' help at the event they're planning at Pop's. Veronica asks Jughead how he was able to forgive FP, and he says that FP changed, so maybe Hiram will change too. Archie tells Sheriff Keller that he thinks the same person shot Fred and killed Miss Grundy, and he thinks it was Miss Grundy's ex. But Sheriff Keller tells him that Miss Grundy's ex has an alibi. And it is a good theory that it could be Miss Grundy's ex, but I think it makes more sense that it's someone we know, or someone we just haven't met yet this season. Cheryl tells the court that Penelope and her forgive FP, and that Clifford threatened FP and said that he would hurt Jughead if FP didn't confess, which causes the judge to decide to reevaluate the case. And then Jughead and FP hugged, and that was really sweet. Josie, Melody, and Cheryl perform at the event at Pop's, and then Hiram and Hermione show up at Pop's, and Veronica tells them that it's a new beginning for them. And I really hoped that Hiram was telling the truth, but then he told Hermione that they now own Pop's, and he also thanked Hermione for telling Veronica that she wrote the letter when Hiram really did write it. I was starting to like him, and now I'm back to hating him. I swear, Mark Consuelos does a great job playing Hiram, and it's only been 2 episodes. The serpents show up at Pop's, and Alice takes pictures of them, and she also takes pictures of Reggie giving drugs to Moose and Midge. Since Cheryl testified for FP, Jughead gives her the flash drive that has the video of Clifford shooting Jason. Archie, Veronica, Betty, and Jughead are talking at Pop's, and Archie keeps looking out the window and looks at Dilton, and I was thinking that he suspected Dilton, but that was not the case. Cheryl and Penelope watch the video of Clifford shooting Jason for closure, and I get that they needed closure, but I can't imagine how Cheryl must have been feeling watching her father kill her brother, and I also can't imagine how Penelope must have been feeling watching her husband kill her son. Veronica, Hermione, and Hiram go back home, and Veronica sees that they got a new doorman and Smithers is gone. And she's told that Smithers went to visit his mom. But it's pretty clear that's not true, and that the more likely scenario is that Hiram got rid of Smithers because Smithers was trying to help Veronica avoid Hiram. I just really hope that Smithers isn't dead because I really liked him. So I'm hoping that we'll figure out if he really went to visit his mother or if something else happened. FP tells Jughead not to contact Penny Peabody again because he doesn't want to be in bed with a snake charmer. So we know that something bad is going to happen with that, and Jughead should definitely watch out. Alice blames Betty for the drug dealing that was going on at Pop's, and also for the serpents being at Pop's and Hiram being at Pop's. Which I was kind of surprised at because it's not Betty's fault. She was just trying to save Pop's. Archie gets a gun from Dilton for self-defense, and then Moose and Midge are seen in a car taking drugs and kissing when Black Hood shows up and shoots them. I'm not sure if this is going to happen in every episode, but based on the ending of this episode and the first episode of the season, it seems like someone is going to get killed at the end of each episode, or really hurt. This episode didn't give me any new suspects. I still suspect Hiram because he's really suspicious, and he would have a reason for wanting Fred to get shot. But he could also be too obvious, and I'm not sure why he would want to kill Miss Grundy and Moose and Midge, so it might not be him. One thing that I've been thinking about is what if Archie's mother Mary has something to do with Black Hood? Because in season 1 she wanted Archie to live with her, so what if the only way to get Archie to live with her is to have someone get rid of all the people Archie cares about in Riverdale, so he would have no reason to be in Riverdale and have to live with his mom. And if it is her, she might have gotten someone to kill Miss Grundy because she didn't like that a teacher was having a relationship with her son. Also, I forgot to mention this in my review of episode 1 of season 2, but during Fred's dream of Veronica and Archie's wedding, Mary is sitting with the Blossoms. And she winks at Fred. So does that mean something? Is Mary secretly a Blossom and just hasn't told Archie and Fred? I mean, she does have red hair. Or did that mean nothing? It's a twisted theory, but you never know. Thanks for watching, guys. If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And also, if you have any suspects, let me know who they are in the comments too. And I just want you to know my reviews for episodes 3 and 4 of season 2 will be up late because when those episodes air, I'm not going to be home. I'm going to Dublin and London and maybe Paris, so those reviews will be up late, but I'll try and get them up as soon as possible. I also plan on making videos when I'm in Dublin and London and maybe Paris. So if you want to see those videos and any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!